Overnight protests throughout the country after a Wisconsin jury found Kyle Rittenhouse not guilty. Police in Oregon declared a riot in downtown Portland after more than 200 protesters damaged property and threw rocks at police.
So police say, though, the group also talked about burning down the city's Justice Center, the county jail, and courtrooms. Again, police ready just in case. So in other parts of the country, though, it was calmer. Members of a community in Oakland, California, called this verdict unacceptable. And in Kenosha, a few activists remained outside of the courthouse throughout the night. National Guard troops have been there all week preparing for any potential unrest, but things stayed calm except for some words back and forth. So Rittenhouse was acquitted, all three of these charges, including first-degree intentional homicide. It stemmed from the shooting of 3 people last August during a protest over the shooting of Jacob Blake by a police officer. Blake was partially paralyzed. The officer never charged. Inside of the courtroom on Friday, an emotional Rittenhouse broke down when he heard this verdict.
Out of the information, Anthony Huber, we, the jury, find the defendant, Kyle H. Rittenhouse, not guilty. As to the 5th count of the information, Gage Grosskreutz, we, the jury, find the defendant, Kyle H. Rittenhouse, not guilty.
Now, the jury spent more than 3.5 days deciding this case. Rittenhouse's attorney believes they did a thorough job and pinned the facts up against the language of the law.
Kyle said if I had to do it all over again and had any idea something like this could happen, I wouldn't do it. You know, and that is not, I want to be clear, that is not regret for what he did that night under those circumstances. Hindsight is always 20/20, if not better. And he didn't want to kill anybody. And he was left with a terrible choice, and he exercised that choice, which was found to be lawful.
Now, Benjamin Crump, who represented Jacob Blake and his family, called the verdict a travesty. Another member of the family's counsel says he does not want to make this about race, but it is about race.
I think more importantly, for all the supporters of Jacob Blake, all the individuals across this country who stood in solidarity with the Blake family, I think it's important to know that social justice is not a moment, but it's a movement. And we still have a lot of work to do. And myself, Attorney Ben Crump, and all the other civil rights lawyers of this country have to come together and continue re-strategize as to how we're going to address these issues going forward.
Now, Rittenhouse's attorney says that he doesn't expect the man to remain in the area for long.